hold on. Did that really just happen?
Yes, indeed.
I'm in shock right now.
Did that really just happen?
Ernie,
Bedlam.
Ernie, you know what this means? When you try to turn that switch back on and it ain't working. Yeah, that
You
happened.
said that the other night.
I did.
You said, I like that line. You said, be careful of trying to turn the switch on because at times it might not work.
But it's when you have a 31 point, the switch has been on for real though, already.
Yeah, you had to
Turn it off.
You have to switch on. But
But you turn it off because you're up 30.
It was 94-63
Wow.
with 7:31 to play in the third quarter, and from that point on, the Clippers outscored Golden State 72-37. You heard Lou Williams say, "This is the kind of team we have been." February 2nd at Detroit, down 25, they win. February 9th at Boston,
great.
down 28, they win. Tonight, in the playoffs, in the champs gym, down 31, they come back to win. Now, we've already talked about Elias not having all these play-by-plays, and so can you say it's the biggest comeback ever? Dave DeMarco from Fox saying he can tell you that comeback is the largest of all time, topping the Lakers over the Sonics' 29-point comeback in 1989. And this is the way it played out.
We should just show the second half.
No, I mean, but we have to set the scene because this allows you to see how totally in control Golden State was in the game. But what a painful night now for Golden State because this happens to DeMarcus Cousins' left thigh injury. He's going to have an MRI. But if you heard Steve Kerr talking about the injury before the fourth quarter,
Oh, that's an A on his. That's
you know that he was
tattoo.
despondent over what had happened to DeMarcus Cousins. Meantime,
My guy. Bye-bye.
Steph Curry and gang, having everything their way at that point, 64-48. They would score 73 points in the first half with the Warriors. The last three coming from that man, Steph Curry, who had 29 on the night. So 73-50
29 tonight?
at halftime.
Only 7 in the second half?
He only played 3 minutes in the third quarter when the game apparently
When you
was.
turn the light switch off.
Yeah. So Klay Thompson connects there, and again, here's Kevin Durant, and now you've got a 94-63 game
That's crazy, man.
Look like this game over
with
with.
7:31 to go in the third quarter.
93-63.
You see that face right there? The general don't panic, the troops don't panic.
Yeah, that's because he was already thinking about practice tomorrow.
Oh, this was a steal. We coming back. Oh, Gallinari, extra effort. Patrick Beverly said, I don't quit.
Ever.
I tell you what, man, let me give a shout out to Lou Williams.
Man, shout out.
You'll have a chance.
What's next after a shout out?
You'll see some more of Lou Williams as this one goes on. As
I'll
Gallinari.
say it for you, Chuck. He's a professional.
He is a
sport.
professional. Him and Jamal Crawford. I can watch them play basketball all the time.
36 and
Let me
11
borrow
for Lou
100 million,
Williams.
Steve.
Durant, in a 2-point game, Durant, and he's fouled.
You thought they had it back under
128-123. Harrell
Montrez
inside. The guy's a monster in the
With my
paint.
boy Justin all summer.
By this point, Patrick Beverly has fouled out of the game.
Ooh, man.
And here, Kevin Durant fouls out of the game.
That's a tough call.
Oh no, that's a butt pick. You can't put the butt.
You let a guy punch a guy in the head earlier, but you gonna call the butt foul.
There is your professional scorer, Lou Williams, 128 apiece.
Nice.
Where do you go if you're
Knocked down.
Golden State? Steffortless.
Yes.
Man,
So
look at this guy,
131-128.
man. Look at this, man.
And now you're down one.
Louisville.
Now,
Nice pass to Shamet.
Landry Shamet, the guy who came over in the Tobias Harris deal.
Landry is a tough player.
He is, man.
He's a tough young player.
Yeah, Balmer.
Man, he's excited.
Curry.
I didn't like this shot right here.
Yeah, well, when
should've
from
jumped
the other
into it.
angle, though, it looks like he was open.
Yeah, but he just
Should have jumped into him.
Yeah, I didn't like that possession right there.
Montrezl Harrell went to the foul line, calmly knocked down a couple, and 135-131. The Clippers come from 31 down in the third quarter, and even the series a game apiece.
What a game.
135-131. We'll get into how this all happened, but let's get Doc Rivers' point of view.
You just love this group. They just don't give in. They allow you to coach them. They allow you to sub them without drama. You know, we were just looking for a lineup tonight. I mean, they were beating us in every facet of the game. And we kept searching, and we kind of stumbled on one that we liked. We changed a couple of things offensively and defensively in the fourth or in the third on the fly, and you know, it worked out for us. But I thought it was our spirit more than anything. You know, just every single guy. I love the end of the game that Shea made a great decision pass, and then Shea made a big shot. Those are two of our rookies down the stretch of a game. I loved it.
Tomer Zarley, clutch points. Doc, you guys, it's simple to say Hart, but down 31, they throw in some of their, you know, down the bench guys. Is it as simple as just keep fighting?
We have to. It's who we are. You know, we talked about that every time out. It's just who we are. Be us. We said it over and let's be us. Don't change. Keep playing the way we play. And, you know, they hung in there long enough, and we found a way to win a game.
The second half surge, 85-58. And again, from the point when they were down 31, they outscore them 72-37.
That's amazing.
In their gym, in a playoff game. And you know what, Chuckster and guys, as I'm watching this, and I'm seeing them starting to make a comeback.
But you can see it coming, though.
Yeah, but you know, they get down 10, and then they couldn't get it inside 10, and then they did, and then I'm thinking, well, Doc's going to be, you know, proud of the effort and the fact they didn't give up, and all of a sudden he finds himself in a 1-1 series going back to LA.
Yeah, I think overall, we talked about what makes certain guys good. I think the other day we talked about Giannis and said, well, will Giannis look past this? I'm like, well, for him to play well, it's his effort and energy. So he's going to bring that because it's not just his skill set. And then you look at the Clippers. For them to play well, it's their effort and energy. So they're never going to not play hard because most of their guys on their team, with the exception maybe of Lou Williams, has a skill set of their hard playing with effort allows them to have skill. So even when you're up 30, they're still playing hard because that's the only way they know how to play. And it's a different scenario.
The guy who's probably going to get lost in the shuffle is Patrick Beverley. He won't allow them to quit. He is annoying. He plays with great emotion. And even when they were down 30, he was still talking and out there fighting with Kevin Durant. And then Montrezl Harrell is the same way. But listen, when you need baskets, man, Lou Williams, that man can score any place, anytime because he got him going offensively. The other guys chipped in. But Patrick Beverley and Montrezl Harrell, their energy and effort. But man, Lou Williams and Shamet, how you pronounce his name, hitting that three. But Lou Williams was scoring every single time they needed a basket.
And Lou even said it, you know, down by 30, you just go out and play loose because everybody knows Golden State, well, everybody thinks Golden State's going to win this series. Those guys are just playing loose. And just to add on to what Chuck is saying, Patrick Beverley reminds me a lot of D. Fish, and you know it's nice to see him over there. D. Fish was a guy that up 30, down 30, he's going to play the same way all the time. So Chuck,
he's an energy guy as well.
Yeah.
For him to play with Derek Fisher, when he was with you guys, his energy was the reason why he was on the floor. And so then he could hit some threes because of the energy and bring
up 30, down 30.
Up 30, down 30, without question. So that's a good call on that. But I think Patrick Beverley brings intimidation with his energy because he will get under you and under your skin. I always call it the European defense because when I go to Europe, you know, in America, we kind of talk to people from here. In Europe, people just talk to you a little closer than normally. And yeah, so I call it the European defense because
that face again, Chuck, he was getting ready for one.
We got the breath mints around here.
Montrezl Harrell.
You want a sock or something?
Montrezl Harrell.
Sock it'll smell better.
25 and 10.
I got breath jokes.
I got one for you. That's a stat. Hal, you know, he's no underdog, but Hal is a great stat person. He told me Lou Williams and Harold got 112 points in 2 games. That's amazing.
Off the Clipper bench.
Off the bench.
Yeah. 36 for
Off the
Williams
bench.
tonight, 25
You ever heard that
for
game?
Harrell.
Tic-tac?
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to take a mint soccer ball and kick it in your mouth.
Hey, thank God we're in America. You stay a distance.
I tell you.
On the Golden State,
Right, Kelly?
on the Golden State, and we still are waiting to hear from Steve Kerr on this, but what a punch in the gut to lose the game and to have DeMarcus Cousins
Yeah,
go
man, I
down.
feel bad for DeMarcus. That looks so like my injury, that quad, the way it balled up in his thigh. I hope it's not it, because that's a tough injury, and he had to Achilles, man.
Good luck, Big Marcus.
But they lose Cousins. He's going to have an MRI tomorrow. We'll see what the results of that are. But again, when you heard Steve Kerr talking about his interview with Kristen Ledlow after the third quarter, and she said, "How's it going to affect the rotation?" He said, "I'm not concerned about that." He says he's waited so long to be in this spot. And now we understand Steve Kerr is at the podium, so let's listen.
Remind him, what's your message to the team after a loss like that?
Well, we stopped playing. We kind of disconnected, kind of mid third quarter, and lost our defensive edge. I mean, they scored 85 points in the second half. We had really done a good job defensively in the first half. So we didn't, we kind of messed with the game a little bit. And when you do that, you're in some trouble, especially in the playoffs.
Steve, Mark, Medina Bay Area News Group. What's the training staff told you about DeMarcus?
What's
the training staff told you about DeMarcus?
There's a pretty significant quad injury. So we'll get an MRI tomorrow. But he's going to be out for... I'll just say a while. Because I think it's unclear right now how long he'll be out. But it's significant.
Steve, Tim Kawakami, The Athletic. What did you think about the offensive kind of rhythm at the end there? Did you think things got a little scattered for you guys?
Not only at the end, I thought for most of the last quarter and a half. We got a little messed up rotation-wise with the foul trouble, but that's not the excuse because you should still be able to execute. But we... once you lose momentum in a game against a really good team, it's hard to get it back. And so we really lost this game mid-third quarter when we stopped playing.
So they lose the game, lose home court advantage, lose DeMarcus Cousins. He won't be playing for a while, and with that significant injury, as Steve Kerr puts it. In the minds of any of you three, is the outcome of the series in doubt at this point?
No, of course not.
No.
Just gonna.
They were up 31, and they quit playing. I mean, he said it. I mean, that was a miracle. When you come back from 31, and I thought when I was watching the game, sometimes you have a big lead, Ernie, guys start searching for numbers. They're like, because it happened in the middle of the third quarter. So I know a guy started thinking, I'm only going to play a couple more minutes. And they got stagnant offensively, and then it turned then. Because when you got a big lead, Steve was not going to play them in the fourth quarter, in my opinion. When you're up 31, he said, we lost a game in the middle of the third quarter. I'm trying to co-speak now. He's like, yeah, guys, just let me get my 6-8 points because I'm not going to play in the fourth quarter. That's what it looked like from a distance. And then all hell broke loose.
And when you're a championship caliber team, you're supposed to be focused, but every now and then, sometimes you need something that's going to make you focus more. So they let one get away. Steve said they stopped playing in third, but they'll be ready for game 3, because if not, they're definitely going to be in trouble. But
Well, I think
they've been here before, so they'll definitely be ready in game 3.
I think there is some jeopardy in this regard. This will be a 6-game series. There's no doubt about it to me that the Clippers will win one in Los Angeles. And I think that, Golden State's a better team, but the confidence that they've had these guys build over this one game reminds me of, years past Reminds me of the Rocket team when we played you guys in game one when we were down 22, 23 points. It just gave us an unbelievable amount of confidence. No, of course we had Olajuwon and Drexler, Ori, and different guys who were probably close to Hall of Famers or Hall of Famers. But I just think that it gives the other team another game. So instead of a 4-1 series, now it becomes 4-2. That's just my recollection.
The Clippers with a monumental comeback from 31 down, win the game. Golden State loses the game, loses Marcus Cousins.
You're late, Alex.
And Charles saw that firsthand, the European defense face to face. We come back.
Suntan on the side of my face, Shaq.
Sixers needing to bounce back after losing the home court advantage to Brooklyn. Will have the high.